Oh, it's already on? Hey, guys. This is. He can edit this out. So, what's up, y'all? It's your girl S and
This is F.
with the S and F podcast. And today we are talking about our lovely, lovely orange guy president, the Honorable.
That's your president.
I think he all of ours at this
Yeah.
point. We can't give him back, it sounds like.
That's when I use the African card. I'm like, yeah, I only been there once, but
You know what?
technically, since birthright citizenship is being taken away, I'm not American.
She might be right on that one, y'all. She got me there. So
I'm fine with it.
as we all know, if you live in a big metropolitan city, be prepared for martial law to be enacted very soon. As we heard yesterday, your guy deployed the National Guard out to D.C. because there's so much crime in D.C. Sir, they've been selling rock, dope, coke, all that shit underneath the White House for
But Lord knows
how long, how many presidents. Shit, even Reagan came up with a whole slogan, say no to drugs. That didn't work. What makes you think that you know what? This week on what happens on the Apprentice, the United States version, is martial law is enacted. He got offered this pimped out soul plane, and I think what he's trying to do is just sell off bits of the United States to the highest bidder. And next thing you know, foreign nationals are going to be running the United States, and it just is what it is. So if you know, like I know, buy a bunker, get you a bunker, or get dual citizenship somewhere. But here, we are officially in a third world country because New York, he's already done it in LA. The troops said they were bored there. He's doing it in DC. So you think we're not next? Please. Speechless, aren't you?
I am. No, I'm going to be honest with you when it comes to this man, because I'm just going to call him this man. Nothing surprises me, but yet I'm always surprised because I'm always like, wow, like, you're really doing this in the American people's face. And then the sad part is that there's people that would
I'm going to be honest
him.
with you, and this is going to cause a lot of controversy, but hey, that's what S is for. I wear that S on my chest proudly. Y'all white people voted him in. You Spanish nationals voted him in. This is y'all fight. The blacks, this is one time.
I'm going to interject, though. Because there was a lot of black men that voted for him,
and
too.
those that did,
the ones that black like this and not like this.
So guess what?
Just say
we send them to that side.
Okay.
So we won't claim them. But this is one time. This ain't black people's fight.
No, it ain't.
And we did not want this shit. And the problem is they've literally, and I'm gonna take it a step deeper. When you think the prison to school pipeline is a joke, granted, Dr. Ifu Tunde Umar,
don't even just.
Dr. Umar is out here asking for digital currency, but the one truth that man did give y'all, the school to prison pipeline is real.
It is.
Children in the United States are trained to take a test that does nothing for us in real life. If you put our education up against any other country, we are triple last. We are the only nation that doesn't use the metric system.
I didn't even know what that was until I went to Gambia. I was like, wait, what is this? I felt so ignorant.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like we are eons behind. And then now you got this man in here. He like, right now he's like literally on a vendetta. He's like that little boy that we all played with as a kid. As soon as you pissed him off, give me my ball, I'm going home. This is him. This is him in real life. Did you see him on the top of the building dancing? And then they had the nerve to put the YMCA as the background music. I was in tears because this is the most ghetto president we've ever had.
Yeah.
Like this man has to go down in history books as a jester, as a joke. Because there's nothing that he does. Like I said, right now, all he's doing is being wooed by foreign nationals. And again, they threw that hyped up plane in his face and he lost his fucking mind. And it's like, oh, I can get this as being the president, and all you want is 40% of the United States, the Western territory? Here, give it to him. So if I give you 50%, can I get the footstool that goes with the plane? That's what the kind of shit we on. So now what you want to do is you want to say, oh, I'm the president, and this is going to be the first time a president enacts safety around the White House. Sir, one of your aides is probably getting served right now. He probably snuck out in that tunnel, said he was going for a smoke break, and his dealer probably threw some shit over the fence, and you in here talking about we about to bring the National Guard. I am over you, and I'm over America at this point.
Yeah.
When is the next episode?
Yeah, I don't really talk about that man. Like I said, I don't talk about that man. And it's just ridiculous because we are going to say all of this, yet there is a huge following who not only follows this man, but believes everything that he says and will always find excuses for his incompetency. So at this point, I don't even waste a breath on that man.
So I'm going to be
I'm just
honest.
waiting
The
for the
rule
4
of 5
years.
was enacted about them Epstein files.
Mhm.
The good thing is we have just this term. I would not be a bit surprised if he's working feverishly to find a way
he
to
is.
upend
He's finding a
this.
loophole.
He's going to find a loophole as to how
Yeah.
he can run a third term.
Mhm.
But I will say this. The rule of 5 was enacted, and I want to say today's the 12th. I want to say it was enacted on the 1st. He has literally 3 more days. We know your name is in those files. Again, another predator.
Yeah.
Another
yeah,
predator.
of course. And that's why this is all ridiculous. This man is literally a predator. We know that. This man is literally a criminal. We know that. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Like, your
And the
president
fact
got paid. Your president got caught paying for pussy. Like, come on.
Exactly. Like, and the fact that there are people that excuse this man's behavior. It's the fact that people voted for this man. That's when I lost all hope for America. When this man was put in office again. Because the first time I'm like, all right, fool me one time. Shame on you. Like, it's like, all right, y'all messed up, but y'all learned y'all lesson. Y'all put him back in office. Now y'all showed what Americans stand for.
And then you got to look at it. He done crossed Putin. So you think Putin ain't just sitting by on the wayside like, yeah, we going to let him feel like he doing something. We going to even make him probably finish 3, maybe 90% up to his last day in term. And you think they ain't going to come do something crazy to you? I don't play with Russians. Russians, Chinese, I don't play with those 2 factions because their gangs and their mobs are too deep.
What about Italians?
Italians, you can beat Italians at their own game because Italians, sometimes a lot of them, not for nothing, they get caught up in ego. So the ego wars is easy to win with them. But when it comes to the Russians, the Serbs, and the Asians, they're all a little too sadistic for me. And as Power showed us, the Serbs likes to eat people. They're cannibals. So I mean, anyone that can sit here and eat you for fun. I mean, do you really want
someone that I don't want to mess
Do you
with.
really want beef with?
Yeah.
Like, hey, how you doing? Let's
You
keep it
got
moving.
it. I'll
That's
be
it.
pussy. Like, you got it.
You got to know who to shake hands with and who just to say hi and bye to. And right now, everybody he should be saying hi and bye to, he want to be coochie crunch cool and come on, you can come over to my house and spend the night. No, we don't want these terrorists here. Like, what's going on with you, bruh? Like, I'm over it. I've been telling my husband for a long time, it's time for us to really start looking into dual citizenship somewhere. Like, people think it's a game and it's not going to get any better because the thing is, in the event, even if he's found in any wrongdoing with this Epstein case, my question to you guys, especially the MAGA folk out there, why does it take for him to be in the Epstein files for you to realize he's a piece of shit? So until you realize he was a child predator, he was cool with everything else he did. But now that he comes out as a child predator, it's like, oh my God. So all the other shit, all the times he's robbed us, all the things that he's done, how many times he's able to shirk the system, especially our IRS wise, how he's able to keep spending up taxpayer money on foolish shit. All of that is okay. But as soon as you hear he's a child predator, oh my God, I'm burning my MAGA hat. You should have been burnt that hat.
Exactly.
Because like my mom says, a leopard doesn't change his spots for no one. And I'm going to be honest, the amount of names and the amount of people who's come out in that list and who's been purported to be on that list, allegedly, it's a ring. And again, it goes back to predatory behavior. God rest her soul, but Queen Elizabeth, prior to her dying, I know she was livid when she found out about her son making that list. Not for nothing. She was livid. And I heard she went to great lengths to make sure his name was redacted from that list. But a dead person can't tell no tales, can they?
No, they can't. And, you know, it's the age of Aquarius. At this point, everything is going to be out in the open. So people who's been hiding all this time, I mean, shit, look at Diddy. So at this point, maybe this is what we need to just finally, I mean, I don't know if we're ever going to get Trump out. It seems like for some reason people are committed to keeping him around. I don't know why. I don't see the appeal. I don't even find him funny. Like when people say he's funny,
Funny
I'm
in
like,
what? He's
I
funny
don't find
looking.
yeah, he's funny. I don't, and I like to laugh. I'm like, I don't see the joke. He is the joke, if anything. But yeah.
Well, guys, in other news, please tune into Love and Hip Hop tonight. If you have been
Something I'm
following,
interested in.
yes, if you have been following the whole Yandy and Mendeecees saga, baby, it gets deep tonight. And what it sounds like, they all was cheating. Everybody was cheating. This is my thing. We saw in previous, if you have been a Love and Hip Hop New York fan for a very long, if you've been a part of the Love and Hip Hop series at all, with Yandy's and Mendeecees, it started in the New York chapter when he got locked up. It came out during one of those seasons. This is when Juju and Kim Bella was on.
Okay.
And Yandy confessed she never mailed back in the marriage certificate.
Yeah, I remember that episode.
You have to, you can have a marriage certificate, yes. You can very much get that signed off on, but if it's not recorded downtown, the marriage is technically not official.
Yeah.
Her whole thing was financial reasons. She didn't want to assume any of his debt or liability with whatever damages was coming from him being in the streets. Now, this is my thing, sis. And I'm going to be honest with you. Chrissy, now, you know I've always been Team Chrissy.
You have been, and I never understood why.
Chrissy, because guess what? I relate to Chrissy, not in the sense of getting down on one knee and proposing to a nigga.
I don't think you did that.
Not at all. I still don't agree with that move, but to each his own. But Chrissy said it. When the whole situation kicked off with the two of them, it was about a check. Yandy was supposedly overseeing Jim's finances. Yandy worked for Jim at the time, and she was going over the finances, and she didn't like the money that Jim was basically spending on Chrissy. And I'm with Chrissy. Mind your fucking business.
Yeah.
You're here to work the books.
Yeah.
So if it's about the books, understand I have a whole section. I'm probably a whole classification on the chart of accounts at this point.
Yeah.
So there, in your chart of accounts, you'll have accounts receivables, accounts payables, cash on hand, and then there's me, Chrissy. That's how Chrissy felt.
I'm a part of it. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So understand there's always going to be a line item here for me.
Yeah.
You're worrying about the wrong line item. You need to be looking at all the other line items and don't worry about Chrissy.
Yeah.
Understood that wholeheartedly. Yandy's whole thing was, I'm about a check. I'm about a check. I'm about a check. But sis, when Mendeecees, because from what I understand, Mendeecees did his numbers in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You was about that dollar.
Yeah.
It was okay when it was beneficial for you and in smart girl fashion. But considering I wrote a whole book on marriage, it's like, you can't say you riding for your man, but when it come time to
make it official,
combine those assets, you got to combine the assets. And with the assets comes gains and losses. You got to be able to ride for both.
Yeah.
It can't just be a gain situation. And from what it seems like in Mendeecees' eyes, and Mendeecees is a man of few words, only because he's soft-spoken, and I know he knows he's soft-spoken, and I think sometimes his voice annoys him. But
he does got a high voice.
He has a very yeah. So
Yandy.
So
Yeah.
not for nothing, he always makes good points when they're on camera. Yeah. His biggest thing is Yandy is for the image of what everything looks like.
Yeah, and not trying to cut you off, but even think about that wedding. Because I was shocked to find out they wasn't really married. Because I remember that was a huge thing in VH1 when I used to watch Love and Hip Hop. Mm-hmm. Yandy and Mendeecees are getting married.
And remember, the other kid came out when we started realizing Omir, there was another little boy outside of Omir. So Omir, if I'm not mistaken, is Yandy and Mendeecees' son. And then remember, he has a son right underneath Omir. That is the whose mom is his? The light-skinned girl.
You thinking of, I know who you're talking about. I think they were around the same age, though.
Yeah, but one of them is not Yandy's.
Yeah, no. That's another woman. I forgot her name.
So Omir, because Omir just turned 13.
Yeah.
So there's a baby right under, like him and Omir are like neck and neck. I want to say they're months apart.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember her name because she was on the show too.
That's the light-skinned one, right?
Yeah, she's hit.
Or is that little Mendeecees' mom?
No, little Mendeecees' mom is also light-skinned, but it was a Hispanic lady. I can't remember her name, and I used to remember her name. But no, I'm going to be honest with you. That whole relationship was always off to me. Even when I watched that wedding, I was like, beautiful wedding, beautiful gowns, as Aretha Franklin would say. Mm. But it's full of shit. Because like you said, she, like, the fact that her son and then that lady's son, and then that lady said that, like, they were in a relationship and he was cheating on her with Yandy. It
I
was
will
always
say
a
this.
hot mess from the beginning.
I'm not going to hold you. He went off the beaten path because it seems like his preference is Hispanic women.
Yeah.
So to pop up with Yandy, and it's just like,
I'm gonna stop here though.
Hmm?
Do you think that maybe his preference is Hispanic or lighter skinned women? Because I don't think his first baby mama is Hispanic. I think she's mixed or something. But do you think that that is his preference, which is okay? But maybe he got.
I do, because when you look at the count,
But he got with Yandy for publicity, or like.
Now, I won't
that.
say he was with her for publicity, because he was with Yandy before she even really had a name.
Yeah, but do you think he would have stuck with her that long if it wasn't for Love and Hip Hop?
So this is where, and to go back and answer your question, then I can answer that one.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to his preference, I do believe it's Hispanic, because even now that they're on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, so they're not on New York anymore, they're on Atlanta.
There's too much going on.
So in Hip Hop Atlanta, on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the last 2 seasons, the rumors that he's been messing with someone, and guess what race she is?
Oh, Hispanic?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
One of those things where it could have been, his mom is a bit much. So I could hear his mom saying something slick about why you don't have a black woman or something like that, because his mom is like one of those type women. So it's not to say that Hispanic women, anything is wrong with them, but I'm going to be honest. He seems to have grown. He had to raise himself.
Mm-hmm.
He raised himself. He raised his mom. He raised his little brother. Cool. So when you have a man like that has to get his lessons from the street, it's not all lessons are learned correctly. And present day, looking at him on the show, looking at him online, he seems to be in a space where he's just trying to figure life out. Like he's still just trying to figure what it is to be a man out. And I'm not going to hold you. He's doing a good job. Like, I don't hear, outside of the cheating allegation, like I said, they all was cheating, because now with her, I saw a video today with her with a guy in the background that's the star of Double Cross. Let me get his name.
Promotion though.
Both promotion for what? Because I don't know no new movie he's in. Let me get his name real quick.
I don't know. Because I kind of like Yandy, but I haven't watched Love and Hip Hop in a while, so I don't know if my attitude is going to change. But I liked her before. Maybe it was the image that I liked.
Okay. This is the guy. Jeff Logan. This is him. Oh. He's a little cutie.
Mendices.
And like I said, I know Mendices. I know Mendices. Mendices is clowning him right now. Mendices is off somewhere talking to one of the homies, because again,
I know him too,
all of this airs on tonight's episode, because he literally says to Jandy, he's like, yo, we're playing kitty. He was like, we're playing high school games. You do something to hurt me, I do something to hurt you. And he was like, the only people that's hurting right now is these kids. Because again, you got to remember, his ring was off for a long time. If you currently look at both of their social medias, both of them are scrubbed from their social medias.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. This is my thing, girl. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Yandy. When these cameras go off, you still want to be warm at night, sis. So I will say this, everybody that goes on Love and Hip Hop or even reality TV within a coupledom, there's problems, because you have, not only do you have regular folk in your business, depending on who you are, now you have the world in your business. You have millions of people that's tuning into this show that has an opinion. After a while, that starts to get to you. And I'm not for nothing. Who's to say Yandy didn't feel like, okay, I'm tired of hearing Yandy, I'm tired of hearing Mendices cheating. Let me go get my lick back. And then the producers, before the scene, before the commercial cut, the producer says, have you ever had a physical or an emotional relationship with someone other than Mendices? And she says, I had an emotional entanglement with someone other than Mendices. So I'm locked and loaded tonight. I don't know about y'all, but I'm in.
No, I'm definitely watching tonight.
And I'm going to get some popcorn.
I'm definitely watching tonight. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Yandy is cheating. Maybe I'm being biased.
Did you not see the blog with the whole best friend / stylist airing all her business out?
People lie. I'm gonna be
A
delusional.
hit dog will holler.
I
And
don't know.
Just like
Because even when you showed me that dude, yeah, he's attractive, but I feel like Yandy is into manly men. Like that dude
well,
is.
where do you see manly in Mendices?
Don't do Mendices. He
I'm
ain't my type, but he's
No,
somebody's type.
I'm not saying he's like.
Yandy's
I'm not
type.
saying he gives sassiness. But what I'm saying is, when you say manly, I'm thinking a big buff
Okay.
guy. You understand what I'm saying? Mendices is a pretty boy, just like dude from what's his name again?
He just got nice hair, nice skin. That is not pretty.
Same thing with what's his boy name? Jeff Logan.
No,
Jeff Logan. They're both pretty boys. They're that pretty Ricky type. First of all,
You think Mendices is pretty?
Mendices.
Maybe I've been watching him on
Mendices,
TV
I'm not
for
gonna
too
lie to you.
long.
Mendices is handsome. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Mendices. If I wasn't married, I'd holler at him. He'd get it. Hell, do you know
I'm
my
sorry,
husband?
dog.
No, because guess what? I gotta live with the fact that if anything go left with me, this nigga going for Nia Long. At least we going for the gusto. You understand what I'm saying?
He look like Nia Long though, so that's good.
You know, I am S. That's who I am. But like I said, Mendices is not bad looking. He's a true Harlem guy, a true pretty boy. He's not really flamboyant. I
No,
heard he
he's
got
not.
hands. They say he knows how to defend himself very well.
Yeah.
He ain't no punk. So at the end of the day, Jeff Logan gives off the same aura as Mendices to me.
We're going to have to agree to disagree. Jeff Logan gives me super pretty boy. I'm not saying Mendices is not. I'm sorry.
No,
I was
it's okay.
on the phone. But I'm not saying Mendices is not a handsome dude.
Mhm.
But when I don't know, maybe it's me. Maybe I've just seen him on TV since I was like 10.
You know,
so I'm
going to be honest with you. It could be a light-skinned, dark-skinned thing. This could be like a Drake and Meek Mill situation. And I feel like you go for more of the Meek Mill types than the Drake types. I've never really seen you with a light dude.
Yeah. Well,
it's not your preference.
Yeah.
That and the one just
just
messed it up for everybody.
He messed it up for everyone. So yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So listen, I'm
gonna stick with my dark skin kings. You're right, cause I'm gonna stick with that.
You find them right in the middle. They got a little bit of both, so you ain't got to worry about one overriding the other. But listen, guys, this is S.
And this is F.
And this is our episode for today. Until next week, we'll see you guys later.